Okay, so we are live, guys. We're back, and yeah, sorry about that technical difficulty. I'll just give everyone a little while to go into the chat room, and yeah, just want to say hi to everybody again for tuning in. Thank you for coming back again. I'm here with Harry and Chris. If you were watching the last live that we just did, we just displayed to you what was going on the streets where the guys were today. And we just finished off showing you interaction that Chris and Harry had with the police. So guys, for me, this was the talk of the town today. Can you emphasize on what we were just watching, if you will? Who wants to go first? This is juicy stuff, man.
Yeah, well, we had a right job's worth council guy come up and try and get us out of town, basically.
Yeah.
It wasn't a case of, can you move the banners and move along a bit?
He tried to run you out of town.
He said, no, you can't put them anywhere. You need to get out and go away, basically. And we just stood our ground. We know our rights, so just said, well, we're not going anywhere. Nice, politely, nicely, and everything. And I told him I'd done his similar to what he's doing there. And I said, you can't do it. But he wouldn't have it. And he phoned the police.
Wow.
The police turned up, and the police were fantastic, to be honest.
Yeah, first class.
To us, I know they've got to do a job, and it's a pain in the backside. But they were really nice. And I think even if we weren't filming, they'd just still be really nice.
Greg and Andy, the police officers, working as community policemen should do. I thought their relationship with us was excellent. A lot of respect there from them. So thank you, Craig and Andy.
Yeah, thank you. But the council, I'll be putting a complaint in against him. It's not going to go. He was humiliated. The police were telling him off. He was having a go at the police, and the police were just telling him, "Listen, you've got no right. You can't tell him to do this." Told him what I told him already. We didn't see him. He sneaked out the back of the office and saw him again. So it was quite an eventful day, really.
Yeah, if I could just say, if more police took a leaf out of Andy and Craig's book, you know, there'd be less animosity and hatred towards the police, because you know, they're just impeccable in how they spoke to us.
Yeah,
all respect, and not authoritarian at all with us.
No, not in any way. Not even when they asked for the IDs, and we said, "Well, is it fair?" And he agreed, and it wasn't. So,
yeah, you said, "You know, I'm not obliged to do that. I'm not really obliged to do that, to be honest." And even when the officer said, "Yeah, I can understand you're live," and you went, "No," even after that, no.
Well, we had a policeman each. So, and I was talking to one, Harry was talking to the other. And they were both amenable. I think one of them took Harry's card as he went. I think he wanted to see himself on YouTube, probably.
Maybe. Listen, I'm just going to give a quick shout to the chat room. Guys, they can hear the beeping noise for your charger. These are just one of the many hurdles that one has to face on the road. So we're just asking you to bear with us while that noise goes along. But yeah, it is the charger. It's going off on one from time to time.
I'll put it off for a second.
Yeah. Okay. So where there's a will, there's a way. But the guys, I mean, Chris, what is it like keeping charges going and stuff on the bus? Sorry to just go a little bit with the conversation, but it's very real because it's happening all the time. You guys are constantly watching the batteries on everything that you're using.
Yeah. Well, finding the charger can be hard sometimes because it's a small van, but things seem to get lost a lot.
Because you got to tidy things away, so you got hundreds of things. You go, where did I put that? Oh, where's the charger? Or where's this? And where's that? So, I'll let the battery go down, and then I'll kick it in again. So,
wow, no, it just must be perpetual, daily, hourly, trying to keep the Wi-Fi going, trying to keep the batteries going, trying to keep everything charged. How is that going?
Well, as you say, you just described it perfectly. It's a bit stressful to get it all ready and everything together and stuff. So I've got the batteries for my drone, for my camera, charge up the Wi-Fi, charge up the laptop, charge up the control system for the drone. So yeah, and mobile phones.
And we're not on mains. We're on purely on the van. charging things up.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Plus the weather kicks in and the Wi-Fi gets affected. So yeah, we're getting there. So it's working. So yeah, that's it.
Love it, love it. And listen, thank you to everyone that's tuned back in as well. Shout out to 5 Artists Liberarius, Karen B, J Dreamers, Globebusters. Thank you very much for tuning in. Jason and Adisbury, thank you very much for being back in the room again. John Thor, Karen B, Plain Station, Amanda Effie, Spherical Cow, Richard Lopez. Hello, my darling. How are you? Thank you for joining back in again. Also, I want to give a shout to Tommy Rogers as well. Thank you very much for tuning back in. Thank you all for tuning back again. So sorry about that glitch, but I want to thank you for your patience with us for coming back on again. Because there is some bits and pieces to talk about. We're almost halfway through this tour, but over half a dozen people on the camper with you. How do you think, how did you think it was going to go up in these regions of Scotland? And how is it going in comparison to how you thought it was going to go?
Yeah, well, as I said many times, I was born near here.
Mm-hmm.
I knew the further north we go, the less dense the populations would be.
Right.
And we heard things from like the policemen. People aren't used to people filming the streets here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it does feel a real backwater place, and
mm-hmm.
I was quite embarrassed to say, well, I actually come from this area. Although I was 2 when I left, but I just thought, I'm used to bigger cities, cosmopolitan, mixed of cultures, and you go back to a little small town where everybody's the same and they're out of sorts from the rest of the country. It was quite embarrassing. It felt quite a dead town. Even the locals were saying, the amenities aren't there, the shops are closing down, but not. We were being stared at by everybody who works in the shops because filming it's just not seen. And I don't think Thursday was ever seen a display like that in the streets before. Especially,
I agree. Judging from what I saw on that live, I don't think they've ever seen anything like that before.
No.
Well, the whole village will be talking about it tonight.
And tomorrow, I think, and maybe for a good few days to come, I think.
Yeah, it's a pity. But I did phone the local paper, but they didn't get back to us.
Right.
And the van was around the corner as well, so if they didn't see us, they'd seen the van.
But inevitably people have taken pictures of it, regardless.
Well, as soon as we packed up, before we got out of the van, people were taking pictures of the van.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we had a local sat on a bench across the way, and he's saying this is the best entertainment we've had for a heck of a lot of time, months and years. So I'm staying here, and he was watching the police come and watching this councillor kick off, and he's
probably the best movement they've seen all year.
Well, it was all excitement for him.
Yeah.
If I could say, our other friend who arrived before us while we were packing up the van, he had his banners out, but first guy who came up, he was really aggressive with him, dictating he shouldn't be there, and really quite aggressive. Even when he tried to speak to him, he became even more aggressive.
Yeah, I tried to walk up and defuse it, and he was straight in my face. Who do you think you are? Really angry, triggered, megas triggered.
Just on banners.
Yeah. But when Harry got his camera out, he sort of shied off. And when we told him he's going on YouTube, he shied off a bit more.
Yeah. And how are you guys coping with the level of activism that you're doing and the pace of the tour? How are you guys feeling? How are you guys coping with it?
Yeah, it's grueling and it's tiring. Like about 400 miles we drove today just to 2,000 back. That's about 400 miles.
Yeah.
So we didn't expect to be doing such long driving, but
well, Harry's doing most of the work. He's doing all the driving. He's doing all the filming. I'm back relaxing. So
no, you've been doing your share. You've not been.
But I am doing the dishes and I am cleaning up and I am looking for Harry's things when he can't find them.
Well done, Chris.
And he's often helping to ask me what I need. So it'd be great. It'd be great having him.
Yeah, because Harry's driving, and I've got to pull my weight as well. So that's what I'm doing.
Good man, good man. You guys are off to Inverness in the morning.
We're here now in Inverness. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you're going to get out onto the streets of Inverness tomorrow. Has anyone had a look at the weather? Does anyone know what the weather's saying for tomorrow?
Rain, I'm afraid, but what we're going to do, we're going to get some golf umbrellas.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe stand somewhere sheltered with the banners, and hopefully people will come to us and have a chat with us. We're also just outside. No, I won't say where we are.
We're parked just down the road.
Oh yes, no.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say where we're going. You know where we're parked, but we're going somewhere first thing in the morning, and then go into town.
Right, and then the day after, it is going to be Aberdeen, right? So we've got Inverness tomorrow, and then Aberdeen the following day. Am I correct, guys?
Right. Yeah, you're keeping up to date.
I've had a few messages this evening regarding Newcastle, and Doncaster and Hull. So I just thought it'd be worthwhile me just giving a quick synopsis. In the first video I did this evening, I did put the tour dates in there, but I didn't really have a lot of time before going live again. So I will update the description box, but just for the purposes of playback and taking note just now, the guys are going to be in Inverness tomorrow on the 9th. They're going to be in Aberdeen on the 10th, Perth on the 11th, Stirling on the 12th, Newcastle on the 13th, Middlesbrough on the 14th, Scarborough on the 15th, Hull on the 16th, York on the 17th, Leeds on the 18th, Huddersfield on the 19th, Doncaster on the 20th, Stoke-on-Trent on the 21st, Nottingham on the 22nd, Leicester on the 23rd, Cambridge on the 24th, Ipswich on the 25th, Chelmsford on the 26th, Oxford on the 27th, Swindon on the 28th, Newport on the 29th, Bristol on the 30th, Bath on the 31st, Yeovil on the 1st, Weymouth Weymouth on the 2nd, and then the finale in London on the 3rd of November. So yeah, for playback purposes, that's there. And I'm also going to pop that into the description box of this content as well. So tomorrow is Inverness, guys. Can you give everyone a synopsis of a window when you're going to go live, possibly? An educated guess at all?
Probably midday. I was looking at the weather, and it doesn't seem much difference any time of the day. So we'll just take our chances, maybe early afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Give us time to set up and get some umbrellas and see where we are. Yeah. Nice.
I'll make sure I put your channel in the description box for this content as well. So you can guys just go to, if any of the mods can put the link for Harry's channel in the chat room as well. Go over to Harry's channel, make sure that notification bells hit so that you're notified when Harry goes live. That way you'll miss as least as possible. I know that YouTube plays havoc with the bits and pieces, the tools that we use on there. I know myself, I've had my notifications after the live event has taken place.
Well, for instance,
notification saying it's happened. It's like
I would never get your notifications, Roxanne, when you go live.
There you go. Well, you wouldn't be the first person to tell me that. The amount of people that told me they've got bells clicked and no notifications happen anyway. So it's like, great. I don't know what it's there for. But it does work sometimes. So, you know, if it does work, please click the bell. And if you are notified, then that's great. At least you're ahead of the game a little bit. How do you guys feel about how the next few days are going to go with the remaining destinations in Scotland before you move down to England?
Well, we did Inverness before, which was good. It's a similar rainy day, so we're hoping to get some interactions at least. Aberdeen, the weather looks good. I lived in Aberdeen for many years, and I think it's a big enough city to get good interactions. And I think it's the same with Perth and Stirling, although the weather doesn't look great there either.
Well, there is some things to look forward to, guys. There's a lot of chat in the chat room about Oxford and Cambridge universities. Marilyn wanted to know, Marilyn Spirit Level, she wanted to know, are you guys going to set up in front of the universities?
Well, our plan was to go into the university, ask if we could give a talk or speak to lecturers or students. But either way, we'll still go in there and speak to students anyway. But it'd be great if we were allowed a forum to speak to a group of people.
It would, wouldn't it? It would. It would. And there's a good few places in the north that you're stopping off as well as with that as well, isn't there?
I sort of maybe wanted to put to you as you mentioned before, but because Oxford and Cambridge is quite far away, I think we all realise that before we get there.
Yeah.
We could write. We could write them. Actually, before this tour was organised, me and Chris had decided to go down to Oxford and Cambridge. Actually, about this time, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were going to go, weren't we?
Yeah.
And confront Oxford and Cambridge University.
You know, the highest learning of the land. So yeah.
Can you ask them where in Aberdeen they will be going? Cheers.
The main street in Aberdeen is called Union Street. So
Union Street. Yeah. So
somewhere
Union in Aberdeen, somewhere near that vicinity tomorrow.
It's a long street, but I was thinking maybe down at the bottom of the Cowgate area. Wherever we can put the banners without blocking the pedestrians' movement. So I can't say exactly, but you know, we may find a boarded up shop, which is ideal in front.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So Union Street in Aberdeen.
Yeah.
I think the fact that I didn't think you were going to do as many locations in Scotland as we're getting done, even though there's been a little bit of shift and a little bit of juggling. I'm pretty confident that by the time you leave Scotland, we can safely say with the Highland tour that you only did a couple of months ago, I think a permanent wave has been set up in Scotland now where people are having conversations where they were not having conversations before. I feel I can say that with confidence. I think I can say the same with Ireland as well. I think by the time, you know.
Yeah, definitely Ireland, because I have to keep getting back to this. John Thaw and Terry will back this up in Dublin. We just spent a couple of hours going around Dublin, and it was packed, heaving, and almost everybody was photographing the van as we went round slowly, beeping, and saying things from the van to research like that.
I love it. I think this is what we set out to do in the first place, was to make a wave of conversations, to make it a little bit part and parcel, more socially acceptable to talk about, to get a lot more people questioning what they've been taught, to get a lot more people looking at things a lot more critically minded than they were so before, and being a lot more open to the fact that things might not be quite as what they seem. Would you feel confident in saying that this wave is somewhat a reality now?
Well, I'd feel confident. Yeah, it's definitely a reality. You only have to look at the media. It's gone like on Coronation Street.
Yeah.
The news reports. Yeah, Coronation Street twice. So
yeah,
it's hitting the mainstream slowly but surely. But the people are waking up. I think we see the people waking up quite a bit, but the people in control of Google know exactly how people are waking up, and I think it's shocking them. Control work it, trying to the battle we're fighting to try and get this out now.
I know yourself, Roxanne. You know Jason, John, and everybody else. The number of leaflets we've given out at the breadth of the country, and the number of banners out the length and breadth of the country, it just cannot be noticed. A van driving up the motorway up and down the whole of the UK.
Can't help but loads of people see it, right?
You can't control that either, can they?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I get excited about the distances you're traveling from location to location, right? You know, if there's a couple of 100 miles, I'm like, that's a couple of 100 miles of cars going back and forth and back and forth.
And there's always a queue of traffic behind.
Traffic, yeah, that's it. It's a no-brainer. You think couple of sets of traffic, and there's a good few more hundred people that have been stationary and been able to proper analyze it and take note and look at it and go,
yes,
what's that all about? And that's so satisfying. It's like, as I'm going through my day and doing the million things I have to do, I kind of stand there going, yeah, but they're out there though. No, it's okay. At least some people are getting woken up today. Even if I can't wake them up personally, and even if I can't tell them to question what they've been thought, I know someone is out there doing it. And there's something very reassuring about knowing that people are out causing a wave, even while I'm stuck in my system of things I have to do. And yeah, you know, people are coming and going off the tour bus, but it's almost like a relay, like we're passing the baton to each other and going, right, it's my turn now, I'm on it now, I'm going to take over for this bit, and then you pass it on to the next person. And that collectively makes people consistently be out there doing it. And that's, to me, that's massive. That literally has me with a permanent smile on my face, knowing that people are perpetually being told to question what they've been thought. I don't know about anybody else, but that's where my stance is on that one.
Absolutely. I feel that way when I see people out in the street, or in here, or in America, Canada, Europe. I get the same feeling. Absolutely fantastic. More and more people are doing it, you know, in almost every country, almost every city. It just gives you hope and encouragement for the future.
Yeah.
Well,
massive shout out as well to Richie BFE in the chat room. I will let the guys know after the live, and thank you so much for that, Richie. You're an absolute legend, bruv. You're an absolute legend. Massive love to you, bruv. Do you know what? See, do you know what? Just as I feel nice up anyway, because I know that things are going positively, interactions are happening. It's inevitable we're going to come across hurdles, but it almost feels like we've gone past the tipping point. You know, we've broken the back of this tour now. At one point, we were at the beginning having problems with the camper, and now you've got to the top of Scotland and you're on your way back down. So as far as I'm concerned, we're at that halfway point now, and I'm thinking of the thousands of people that have been woken up to this already. I'm looking at the way the media is reporting on it. There's one media outlet that's actually gone to NASA to get them to comment on what's going on. Like, how insane is that? And it's not even a main media outlet. It's just one from Wales.
It'd be great to do this tour in America and go to the NASA sites and the NASA businesses.
Well, never say never, because I'm still looking to hit up the British Space Agency.
Yeah. I thought we could go past there with it.
And give them a call and see what they got to say for themselves.
I think it'd be better if we just parked the van outside.
I think so, yeah, and just wait for someone to come. Wait for them to come to us. We'll not go to them. We'll just sit there until they come out and then go, right, okay, got a few questions for you. Answer these questions simply without using a belief system.
Yeah.
I'm on it. I'm fully on it. Listen, I've been saying this for a few weeks, Harry. You know it as well. Even Richie Lopez, if you're still in the chat room, you know it as well. The British Space Agency have got a lot to answer for. £1.16 million a day, yeah? For what?
You know, we talked about doing two places at once at a push. I'm quite sure we could do one place in England and sit outside British Space Agency.
Well, don't you remember what it's called? It's called Polaris House on North Star Avenue. That's where the British Space Agency is. Can't forget it. Polaris House, North Star Avenue. It's like their address is a joke. Like Santa, Lapland, North Pole.
Can we not plaster the building with flat Earth stickers?
Huh?
We're not plaster it with flat Earth stickers.
Would that, you know, when Jason was in the chat room today and he was like, here's your options, guys. Put £10 into PayPal and this is what happens, or £1,000 and Harry will go for it and get arrested. I'm now sensing one of those situations coming along where someone goes, go on, I dare ya.
Thank you.
Go on, see how far you can push it before the old 5-0 turn up. But, you know, to make a point, maybe someone will pull the short straw and do that. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm not going to back down from going there. I want to go there and I want to get answers. £1.16 million a day for a start. It's disgusting. £52 million a day is disgusting. But look how big America is and look how big we are. 1.16 for little old UK. Come on, that's ridiculous.
Maybe we should apply for a grant to do this off NASA or the Space Agency. Yeah, so we're doing. Yeah, it'd be interesting if we could.
It really would. It really would.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. I'm looking to join you guys on the 19th. How long are you looking to stay there for, Chris?
He's not getting away actually.
Probably Sunday, Monday. I'll be off.
Yeah.
I'll phone the wife up, see how she's feeling about things.
Yeah. Good job. Good job. Yeah.
I said his wife will have to pay a ransom by putting some more money into the contributions for donation.
Yeah, or you try it. Yeah. So yeah, the days are going so fast. It's so enjoyable. I think the highlight for me at the moment is the flat earthers that we're meeting. Thanks for doing this. It's a lonely business being a flat earther, but in Scotland, isn't it? It must be. Or doing it ourselves and not knowing anyone sort of. I mean, see us doing this, it must be brilliant for them. So yeah, and they're sincere and they thank us a lot. So that's a big thing for me.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice feeling when someone thanks you for doing it, because it is a bit of a thankless task. It's kind of like, I get kind of taken aback when someone does that, because I'm just so used to getting a hard time from people. It's like when someone says something nice, you're like, huh? What? You all right?
Or even like a lady today who's undecided where she lives, but she said, you're quite right for doing what you're doing, and you've got every right to do what you're doing. So I respect that. That's good to hear as well.
Yeah, it is. It is really good to hear. Again, I want to give a massive shout out to everybody in the chat room. Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole, thank you very much for tuning in, my darling. Team Gas, thank you very much for being here. Critical Inception, Rune Thornson, Stephen Watson, Richard Lopez, good to still see you here, my darling. 5 Artists is still here. Karen B, thank you for tuning in, sweetheart. No One's Flower, thank you for tuning in, darling. Nathan Needs to Apologize, thank you for tuning in. The London Miner, thank you for tuning in. For everybody that's there, Francis Hill, Dagon, thank you for tuning in. John Thor, thanks for being in there, darling. Yeah, loads of names. Plain Station. One of these days, I'm going to get this whole chat room and live feed and get it all sorted and know a bit more what I'm doing. So please don't think I'm ignoring it. If I have missed anything that's been said in the chat room and not responded, it's because I haven't seen it, not because I've not responded, if that makes sense. So yeah, massive love and respect to you all for taking the time out to watch us this evening. I'm sorry about the technical hitch we had, but we came back and we finished what we wanted to say. You guys are going to be in
Inverness tomorrow.
Inverness, right? So go to Harry's channel, make sure that bell's clicked so that you can get notified when they go live. But you guys are going to be going live sometime in the kind of early to mid-afternoon. Yeah. Okay. And then if it's all right with you guys, will you be all right coming live with me later on?
Sure, will be.
Perfect. What time do you reckon tomorrow would be better?
Well, whatever.
You're going to Aberdeen after, aren't you?
Well, if we're traveling, we can always stop. So
yeah.
What time suits you, basically? Okay,
so tomorrow, probably between 8 and 9 o'clock would be better for me, if that's all right with everyone else. So yeah, we'll come back on my channel later on in the evening between 8 and 9. But make sure you pay attention to Harry's channel tomorrow, and just keep your eye on it, even if you have got the bell clicked, because sometimes it's playing havoc with people's notifications. So once again, I want to thank everybody for being patient and letting us come back and rejoining us, and for everyone else that missed the first half. I'm going to get my technical buddies to see if they can do something with the video and chop the bit off the end and re-upload it, because right now it's not available to anybody that hasn't seen it. And I think it is a good thing to share what happened today on the road. So I'm appealing to people like Jason, hint, hint, and John Thor, hint, 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 not pointing any elbows, but if you can help me out on that one, I would like to re-upload something that I can let everybody see. And apart from that, we'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Lovely.
I hope it all goes well. I'm really excited for it. I hope it all goes well. I've got a good feeling about it anyway. But it's a bigger location. I feel like there's more chance of having, a lot more interactions with people and a lot more eyes seeing it as well. And yeah, get those umbrellas if it's raining. And where there's a will, there's a way. We did it in Hyde Park, so where you know it's been done before, it can be done again. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much, and thank you so much to the chat room. And we will see you all tomorrow.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.